This conference is full. It's sold out right now, so nobody else will be able to log on. So we are going to recording this for those who cannot be here. So what we want to do right now is go ahead and dive right into this. I want to bring up to the table a man I have a lot of respect for. I mean, I've only known him for 5 months, but his integrity has shown over and over and over again. He does exactly what he says he's going to do. He has the heart for the people. He really, really loves working with the field. He's accessible. He wants to make sure that all of you guys have the tools and things necessary to have success. And he's leading the charge for this company to become the next billion-dollar company. And I talk about a genius mind, a man with a plan. I want to bring up to the table the CEO of the company, Mr. Michael Weeder. Michael, are you there?
I am, Brandon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir. Go ahead and take it away.
Terrific. I appreciate it. It's great to see people signing in from all over the world. That's one of the great things about Shopping Sherlock is, with our technology and with the fact that we're an internet company, it's really, there's no boundaries. You can do business anywhere in the world. And that's one of the most exciting things about our company because, the world is becoming gets smaller and smaller every year. And the ability to be able to build relationships and do business all over the world has never been better. And that's one of the reasons I think that we're having the success that we're having with Shopping Sherlock. It was a week ago today that we had our second annual international convention, really celebrating 20 months in business. And so what I wanted to do today was basically go back and share with you a little bit about what we've accomplished in the last 20 months, what you can look forward to, and then also share with you some of the new releases that we did and had at the convention, including our beta release of our Sherlock Saver of Sherlock 2.0. And Thomas is going to go over that with you as well. But I want to get started. For those of you, it's always great. The network marketing industry is about really relationships. It's about building relationships that hopefully become lifelong relationships. And so for those of you that missed the event in Las Vegas, you just saw a little bit of from Brandon and also from Frazier. You saw two different clips about the event. And again, lifelong friends were made. We had a great time. It was a week ago. And so do not, this business is also about building for events. Do not miss the next events. We've got a big international event coming up in London. We've got many events that are leading up to that, but in London we'll have a big international event in September, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you at that event as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the PowerPoint presentation. We just again celebrated our 20-month anniversary in Las Vegas. And I want to talk a little bit about what we've done in the last 20 months and where we're positioned right now with our company. And also not only where we're positioned with our company, but how we have positioned you to be able to dramatically impact and change your financial futures. If you look at what's happened really in the last, I think this is for 7 months, but it's really been 8 months now. From starting in August, we actually went for August, September, October, November. Our average growth rate month over month was 28%. Average growth rate month over month. And then in December, which is the holiday, and most of the people actually go in survival mode in December, we were actually down 7%. In January, we crushed December. We were up 61% in January, and through February, as part of this, which was the 28th, I think, we were 10% up on January through February. We have actually grown, if you put it together in the last really 8 months, we have over 300% growth. We've more than tripled in the last 8 months. And so it's quite an accomplishment. And if you look at that and look what's happened along the way, we have significantly impacted and changed lives just in that short time period. We have people now. We had one gentleman who's basically in the 19 months went up, and he was sharing his story. Last month he made over $24,000. We have people that are earning 5 figures a week now with this company. five figures a week with our company, and we've dramatically impacted lives. We shared stories on stage in Las Vegas with people in the UK and so forth that are blue collar workers, first time network marketing, that all of a sudden now are making $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000 a week with our company. So we have dramatically changed and impacted lives just in that short time period. And again, as a disclaimer, not everybody's making that money, but we've got the ability, with our comp plan and what we pay out with our comp plan and the benefits of it, we've dramatically impacted lives already as such a young company. And we've evolved our products, our technology, and our partnerships. We've evolved so that not only are we on the desktop, but we're on, also on mobile devices, on tablets, on mobile phones as well. We've got a mobile application that we've come out with. We've put together relationships with the biggest affiliate networks in the world. We've actually partnered with companies like Travelocity and Amazon and Groupon and eBay and Walmart that we now represent. So this has literally been in a 20-month time period, and we've only just begun. This is just the beginning of our growth. And if you look at it and you look at the timing and where we are in the marketplace right now, we know we're in the right place. And we know that our timing is absolutely superb. And I'll tell you, in business and my experience, it's all about getting in front of the right trends at the right time and then being able to execute. And if you want to look at the timing, and just to give you guys some empirical evidence with regards to our timing and the shift and the changes that are happening and how we positioned you in front of those changes. If you in 2012, Walmart invested $350 million in their e-commerce initiatives. They actually opened an office in Silicon Valley, and so that they could attract some of the top talent. And the reason that they did that is that Amazon is cleaning their clock. I mean, there's no other way around it. Last year, Amazon did over $100 billion in business in e-commerce, and Walmart's e-commerce business was only $9 billion last year. Walmart knows that's their future. They know that's where their customers are going, and that's the reason that they've invested the kind of money they've invested in their e-commerce initiatives. And in fact, if you look at it, most people would think that the biggest shopping day of the year for Walmart last year would have been Black Friday, but the reality was it was Cyber Monday. So again, when the biggest retailer in the world says their future is e-commerce, you know that you're in the right place. You know that you're with a company that's in the right place at the right time. If you look at for some other examples, CNBC over the last year said the new top choice for shopping was e-commerce. And in fact, e-commerce during the holiday season actually overtook brick and mortar here in the U.S. Cyber Monday sales surged to a new record. Growth online is in contrast to sluggish holiday sales in physical stores as shoppers are lured by convenience of the web. Cyber Monday sales last year, this was 2013, rose 16% for the year. And I want to, let's go back because I want to go back over this and give you a little bit more empirical evidence on this. There is, and I sent this out to the company here. Staples, for example, which is one of the biggest companies in America, just announced 2 days ago that they are actually going to be shutting 10% of their stores, 225 stores, by the end of 2014. And they're shutting those stores. The reason they're shutting those stores is for a couple reasons. Number one, they're hoping to save $500 million in 2013, and 50% of Staples sales, 50% of Staples sales is now coming online. 50% of their sales is now online. And so basically the title of the article is the retail landscape is being remade by shifts in shopping habits. And you're seeing it all over the place. The CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, just basically got on in an interview as well. And he said that 2013 was actually the tipping point for e-commerce. He stated that businesses that do not have an e-commerce component will be at a serious disadvantage in the marketplace. And so again, what we've done is we've positioned you with Shopping Sherlock squarely in front of these trends so that you can now profit from these changes that are happening. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what makes us unique in the marketplace. With Shopping Sherlock, you have one place where you can find the best prices. You can find daily deals, coupons, and also cash back, all in one place. And again, the habits and the way people are using the internet these days is they use the internet to be able to find the best prices on products and services and then be able to buy those products and services. And that's exactly what we do. You've seen the growth in the daily deal marketplace. You've seen the growth within the coupon marketplace, and we've positioned this company squarely in front of, again, those trends. And we're the one place where you can find all of that. And other companies in our space, in the direct sales space, sell one product or a few products. So they generally will have an area that they specialize in, whether it be weight loss or skincare, and then they'll have a few different products that are within that space. But at Shopping Sherlock, we have everything. So you're not limited to basically just one product or a slew of products. We have everything, and we have it for the best price. I don't know, in today's day and age, with other companies out there, unfortunately or fortunately, what happens is that when people are doing some research to be able to look at other companies and so forth, they'll do the research online. And again, if you Sherlock or Google a product, one of the things that you'll find is that unfortunately for a lot of companies, you'll find that you can find their product cheaper online as a direct sales, a network marketing company, than a distributor can buy it for wholesale. And how do you overcome that objection? That's a tough objection to overcome. With our company, we have everything, and we market basically everything, and it's always at the best price. And you can earn money even when people say no. That's right. If somebody basically says, I'm not interested in the opportunity, you just give them the app away for free. You give the app away for free, and as they use it and they benefit from it, you make money. Again, I think that's important. You can earn money even when people say, no, I'm not interested in the business opportunity, because you just give them the app away for free. And as they benefit from the use of it, you also make money. And the free model works. It's worked if you look at Facebook, you look at Google, you look at Twitter. Again, companies that give their technology away for free, and then they basically monetize on the technology. So the free model works, and that's a model, again, that gives us a distinctive advantage in the marketplace, is the ability to be able to earn money even when people say no, they're not interested in the business opportunity. And I want to talk a little bit about what's next, what you can expect from us from the rest of 2014. We're going to evolve the product. You've seen actually the Sherlock Sabre 2.0, the beta release of it on Saturday. Thomas is going to talk a little bit more about that and about some of the different areas that we're going in. You're going to see our mobile product continue to evolve. Mobile is going to be a huge component of what we're going to do over this year and over the next upcoming years. So you're going to see the evolution of our mobile product to make it simpler, easier, because everybody now uses their mobile phone. And so with the growth of mobile and with the evolution of our mobile product, again, we're positioning you squarely in front of those trends with the ability to be able to profit from it. You're going to see our marketing system evolve so that we've got one marketing system that everybody can use that basically has landing pages and creative, and then is able to do some drip advertising and marketing for you to be able to help you with your marketing. You're also going to see the goal with us is basically to get to that $4 per Sherlock. So part of our new relationships that you're going to see with cashback and some of the other products and programs that you're going to see, including our new retail program, Best in Social, for the small businesses, because I told you that there's an evolution happening also with small businesses and the use of e-commerce and the use of mobile, and small businesses having to figure out, based on the growth in local search, how they can maximize their search engine optimization. We just introduced a new product for that called Best in Social that I'm going to be training on here later on this week. But our goal is to get it to the $4 per Sherlock. So for every Sherlock that you give away, we're a little over $1 per Sherlock, and the goal by the end of the year is to get to $4 per Sherlock. And you're going to see our increased expansion into new countries. We've got an official launch actually scheduled for the end of April in Sweden. We've been doing a pre-launch there. We have many other countries that we're starting to get some traction on. So you're going to see also the growth in new countries. And again, one of the advantages of Shopping Sherlock being an internet company, we don't have to deal with the manufacturing, warehousing, shipping, the tariffs, going through all the regulations of crossing borders across the world. And so we've got a great opportunity for you to be able to build a worldwide business right from your home. And when you look at the growth of e-commerce and mobile in the United States, we're leading the way, but the rest of the world is catching up very quickly. So we're really in front of a tsunami that's going to be sweeping the world with regards to e-commerce and mobile. And again, the ability to be able to build that worldwide business from your home with Shopping Sherlock gives us an incredible opportunity and advantage in the marketplace. And I want to talk a little bit about, we talked about positioning. We talked about your opportunity. We talked about the positioning of the company in the front of the trends that we're in. We talked about really where we positioned you with this opportunity. And I want to just give you guys a couple of examples. And I want to, reference some of the companies that are in our space and some of the things that they've done. And I want you to imagine. I want you to be able to imagine, basically, and I want you to look at the products they represent and see the growth curves. And I want you to imagine what's going to happen here with Shopping Sherlock as we march to $1 billion, and what's going to happen to your income and your family as you participate and work your Shopping Sherlock business. And so let's look at Visalis. This is a company basically showing the growth chart of Visalis. And Visalis, for the first few years, actually, until they were really 3 years old, they struggled. And not only did they struggle, but in 2008, I believe they started in 2004 or 2005. In 2008, the company almost went under. I read the book basically from their CEO, and they were able to get a $1 million loan in 2008 to be able to continue operations. They made some changes. They came up with a challenge, and look what happened to this company basically in 4 years. It went from literally, under $3 million a month to, in 2012, they did $623 million. Look at the growth curve that this company had. And so the people that were involved in that kind of growth curve, imagine how their lives were impacted. Now, Visalis has gone a little bit backwards, as you guys know. They peaked in 2012. In 2013, they went backwards a little bit. But look at the growth from this company. Here's another company that's in our space that's, I think an incredible story if you look at it. And this is a company called Scentsy. And what does Scentsy make? Scentsy basically is known as a fragrance company. And they make these products that basically have a light bulb in it. And what you do is you put the melt on top of a little platter, and the light bulb melts the melt. And what it does is it creates a fragrance in the home. And so they basically, for people that have candles and that, this is kind of an alternative for them, for the candles. The reason I'm intimately aware of this company as well, and that I use them as an example, is that I had given the seed capital to a company that actually was talking about the possibility of buying Scentsy in 2005. And if you look at it, their sales they started in 2004, 2005, 2006, did very little sales. And then all of a sudden, they caught fire. And look at this company from 2008 to 2011. I think the latest figures that we have, but right now it's over $600 million. It literally went from 2007, I think in their fourth year, I think they did somewhere around $10 to $15 million, and it went up to over $600 million now. Imagine the people that participated in that growth. Look at Isogenics, another company, another story. Look at the growth in Isogenics. That's the nature of successful network marketing companies. You hit that period where you're growing, and then all of a sudden you hit that incredible momentum where you see doubling, tripling, and quadrupling that's happening every year. And if you look at Shopping Sherlock and you look at your positioning, and I want you guys to really understand this and really fully grasp the opportunity that we have here. By 2020, e-commerce and mobile commerce will be $5 trillion. And the reason it's going to get to that, it's interesting, but it started in 2003, e-commerce was $55 billion. In 2003, e-commerce was $55 billion. By 2012, it went to $1 trillion. So it went from 55 billion to $1 trillion basically in 9 years. Last year, in 2013, it was $1.29 trillion. I, in my business career, have never seen a $1 trillion industry that's still growing at 20% per year. And we've only just gotten started in it. Because when you look at the growth in mobile and the fact that everybody now has a smartphone and they're using that smartphone to be able to connect to the internet, and they're searching for products, and they're now starting to buy products also using the mobile phone. And you look at the growth in payment options, both on the mobile side and payment options that are basically happening all around the world now, giving people the ability to be able to pay online. And if you look at the adoption rate of small businesses and how many small businesses now are incorporating e-commerce, components and part of the way that they do business. And then if you look at the way that the whole delivery system and the delivering of packages and to facilitate the growth of e-commerce is happening, that's all contributing to this growth rate right now in e-commerce. And that's why I'm very, very confident that by 2020, we're going to be looking at a $5 trillion industry. And again, the next 10 years in our space and will be the golden years in both e-commerce and in mobile. And absolute fortunes will be made. I mean, we've seen fortunes being made in the internet space. You've all seen and heard the stories of fortunes being made. And, if you look at it, just to kind of give you an idea, at $5 trillion, 10% of that market share of that is $500 billion. 1% is $50 billion. 1/10 of 1% of that market is $5 billion. And so when you look at Shopping Sherlock and where it's positioned, because, one of the things that companies and businesses all look at is, what percentage of the market do I have? Well, if we literally get 1/10 of 1% of that market, that's $5 billion. And, if you look at it, in everybody that we've got online right now, if everybody, this is how crazy it is. If everybody in this room just got two people that could duplicate, two people that see it, that get it, that want to position themselves in front of these trends, they understand where the trends are going. They're hungry. They want to make money. If you found two people that did that, everybody in this room on this conference, and they duplicated for 12 months, our sales would be 445 million. Our monthly auto ships would be $40 million. And our usage income basically would probably be somewhere between the $5 and $10 million a month range for the people that are actually buying products and services, and the commissions that were made that we pass on basically as usage income as well. And so the question really for you guys is, what will your story be? As you look back after 10 years and you've seen the growth, you've seen fortunes being made on the internet. And, the question here is, we've given you the opportunity. We've laid the foundation. We've given you a product that you simply can give away for free, make money as people benefit, and build a team of people that do the same thing. It's a very simple and duplicatable message, which is very, very important in our industry, to be able to have something that's simple and duplicatable. We've given you that opportunity, and we've done it on a worldwide stage. And the question really is, are you going to get your piece? The other thing that we talked about was our Pay It Forward program. We had some stories that we were able to share basically of people that have participated in this. And again, one of the things that you'll find, and especially in corporate America these days, and probably around the world, a lot of the corporations are basically hoarding money. They're making their profits, they're hoarding their money, they're not putting it back into the communities where they do business. And for whatever reason, they're not hiring because they're worried about the additional costs and so forth. So even though we've had a recovery, it's pretty much been a jobless recovery. We're not that. We're changing that paradigm. We're using our success to help to benefit those that are in need or less fortunate. And we had some great stories of some people that have participated in our Pay It Forward program for last year. We had some distributors that had some issues with their family. One of them, had a stroke and they needed to have an operation, and we helped to be able to pay for the operation. Another, person shared they lost their daughter basically, and unfortunately didn't have enough money for a proper funeral, and we helped to be able to do that. We shared stories about, some of our Filipino distributors basically and affiliates that had issues because of what happened in the Philippines, both with the storm and the earthquake, and how we help them and their families. We've helped organizations over there. There's an organization here in Los Angeles called the Miracle on First Street, the Hollenbeck Youth Center. We sponsored their Christmas giveaway where they gave away over 10,000 toys in the community to those less fortunate. That's part of who we are. That's part of our culture. And, that's part of Shopping Sherlock. We're only going to increase that and grow that. So again, for those of you that missed our convention, I'm hoping to see you at the next one, but I really wanted to take the time today and let you know what we've been working on, what our success has been, where we're going, and really what your opportunity is here. So with that, what I want to do right now is introduce our